I think I'm live. Let me just... I think that's the one I need. Some found out. Anyway, hello. How are we all? Yes, it has been a while since I have done one of these live chats. I think it's the first time I've used StreamYard via this channel. Definitely. So yeah. Right. Hello, Decepticon King. How are you? Go on, mate. How are you, my friend? Hope you're well. Okay. Decepticon King said he'll will be right back. So yes. So I hope we're all well out there in this crazy world. So, how are we doing, everybody? Hope we are well out there. Yeah, I decided to come live. I've got no, I've got no plans of what to talk about really. Just it's been a little bit. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these, and take that off for a minute. It's a bit too much. Anyway, so yes, I'm doing great. I'm feeling good, feeling fine. I'm just, on my day. Today's a day off, and my last day of work at my current place is tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. It is really going to be kind of an interesting day because I've never really experienced leaving a job to go to a new job before. So the whole thing of leaving people that I've made friends with over the past year and a bit, it's going to be a bit strange. Hello, Ninja Bill Reviews. How are you, my friend? Hey, how you doing? It'll fly by. Yeah, possibly. But yeah, so it's a strange feeling with this new job that I've been offered. Like I've said in my vlogs, if anyone hasn't, if nobody's checked, if nobody knows, well, a few of you will already know about my. I think Jason, Wendy, Decepticon Queen, and Decepticon King, they'll know about my vlog channel. But if anybody's watching and they're interested, I do have a vlog channel as well called John Knowles Vlogs. See if I can bring it up on the screen as a banner so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. John. That John Knowles Vlogs that I've just got there. Okay, so that John Knowles Vlogs is my name for my second YouTube channel. So if anybody's interested in checking that out, then please do so. Just YouTube it, John Knowles Vlogs, and it should just come straight up. But yeah, so I've been talking about this new job and everything on there. So that is in regards to that. So let's get back to, is anything else being said? Oh yes, I can, can't I? Ooh, it's thundering. Interesting. All of a sudden it's starting to thunder. Yeah, I can share screen it, can't I? Give me a second. Right, just give me a moment. So John Mills blogs. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I really apologise for that. I am now back. My internet decided to just drop out on me, so I've just had to reset my computer. So let's just get caught up with what's been said in the chat here. Decepticon King, did you get a dehumidifier? No, I haven't. I haven't got one yet. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Ninja Bill reviews. Sorry to you again as well, and to Jace and to Wendy. That's currently in the chat. Ninja Bill, he says, I am doing well. Here's hoping you will enjoy the new job. Hopefully so, yeah. Hopefully everything will go according to plan. You can also share a screen share. That's what I was trying to do before my internet killed my connection. So yeah, hopefully you saw it before it went down. But yeah, so just YouTube or search John Knows Vlogs, because that's where I've been talking about a lot in regards to my new job. I've been talking in a few vlogs on that. Decepticon Queen. Looks like a storm outside. Certainly feels like it. Air is really heavy and sky is dark. Yeah, that's what's coming over right now as well. Yeah, like Decepticon Queen says there. Yeah, it is. It's gone real dark, and there was a slight rumble. So we're getting a little bit of. It has been really warm for the past 2 or 3 days around here. Really warm. So I think we do need to get a little bit of rain fall at some point, because it's just too warm. Looking good, man. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. And getting back to the most recent Ninja Bill reviews back. What have I missed? Nothing really. Just trying to get caught up with the comments. I apologise for that technical difficulties. It's really annoying, isn't it? The internet strength is just annoying as hell. I don't know what's going on with my new computer at the moment, but it won't allow me, or if we do get it back, it won't. It's as if the computer doesn't really remember it. But basically, in my Wi-Fi, we've got an extension in my room, which is supposed to boost signal, and it's a lot closer to the computer. We're unable to do an actual proper plug-in, where we literally kind of do a hard connection to the computer. We can't really do that because the router is downstairs, and this computer is upstairs, obviously, in my room. So it's going to be a bit of an expensive task to just run a cable from downstairs to upstairs into the computer. So the best we can do is an extension thing, which we've got plugged in. But the problem is, what's annoying, what is really annoying in regards to my in regards to getting a good signal strength, is it keeps only there's the extension one, which is the regular one, but then there's a 5G connection one as well. And for some reason, it constantly loses that option. And if I was on the 5G connection on my extension, I wouldn't have any issues whatsoever with signal dropping. But for some reason, it just won't find it. My dad's helped me out with that and got it back on, but then it just drops it again, and I can't find it anywhere. So it's annoying. Fucking hate technology sometimes. Ninja Bill, playing around with these China Express Super Robot train sets. They are awesome. Nice one. What are they then? Are they just like regular trains, or are they these ones that like cheap ones that you can get that transform into a robot? I use a range extender as well. Yeah, that's what we've got at the moment, please. It is the lag. Does your main router recognize the extension? That could be a problem. I don't know. That is something I might have to look into. There's certainly a problem. There's certainly an issue with what's going on there. They are pretty nice, actually. Sweet. I just reviewed a set today. Nice one. I'll probably check that out sometime. So yeah, try and get back on track with the conversation. So yeah, I'm doing well. My last day at my current job is tomorrow, like I was trying to say. My new job, I should be hopefully starting on Monday. Everything got confirmed. Everything got confirmed today as to my actual date when I'm actually going in, and my everything's actually properly confirmed now with the new place. So yeah, in the meantime, so like I said, today's a day off, so I've just been chilling out, been watching some stuff, getting caught up with. I've been watching some stuff on Netflix, Disney Plus, and just kind of having a chilled out day, really. So tomorrow's going to be, like I was trying to say as well at the beginning of the stream, it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow because I've never really experienced being in a job and then leaving that job for another one because of I'm not going to go into details, but my last job before my current job I'm in at the moment, I basically lost that job. And I was pretty much like kicked out on my ass, pretty much. And so I never had that experience from that job because the job that I was at before my current job. I was there for 10 years. And I was planning to move on eventually anyways, but unfortunately, due to what things that happened, I lost that job and ended up at my current job, and I've been there for over a year. So I've never actually really experienced, you know what I mean? I've never really experienced that thing of handing in your notice and things like of that nature. So, but yeah, so it's going to be an interesting experience. So tomorrow, I'm going to be saying goodbye to a lot of the people that I've made friends with over the past year and a bit. It's going to be a bit of an interesting day. Like I say, I've never experienced that before, saying goodbye to a team that I've been with for X amount of time in a proper way, like a proper, like, you know, moving on legitimately, like properly, not like before when I ended up like losing that job. So where are we in the chat? All right. Ninja Build review says if it keeps dropping it, then I would check that first. Okay, I'll definitely give that a check. It could be the extension that is the problem. My dad got one, and I've no idea what brand it is. I've got no idea. My dad was the one that picked this up, this extender. If the extender has some sort of a problem, that might explain why I'm having such a problem with the computer, with my router downstairs picking up the signal, and then my computer also having a problem picking up the signal because the extender's not really doing its job properly. So I'll definitely give that a check out. When I set up my range extension, I first had to plug it into the router and my PC to properly set it up before I plugged it in, because my router would not find it. Sounds like you may need to do the same. Right, okay. I'll definitely keep that on board and get that looked at. Or if need be, probably get another one sometime. One that's a bit better. Or, I mean, it would be better if I had a proper hard connection, actually from the router directly into the computer. If I had a hard connection, then I wouldn't have that much of a problem in regards to connection, because that connection will be constantly there. A hard connection is the best connection for things like gaming, streaming, anything of that nature. But unfortunately, like I said, it would be kind of an expensive thing to do, because I've looked into it of getting literally a simple wire from downstairs from the router up the stairs to whatever room a computer is in, and they can be pretty expensive, because it means basically paying somebody to basically run a wire through the wall or through the floorboards, things of that nature, up into the room. So it can be an expensive job. So the best thing would be is to just make sure that maybe we haven't maybe set it up properly, or there's an issue with the extension or whatever I've got. So let's just wait and see, shall we? Let's just wait and see. I'll definitely give it a check, because there's certainly a problem with something. Ninja again. I had to do that with my first warehouse MGR gig. I got the promotion and had to move to a new facility. I worked at the old facility for 12 years. Still missed the folks. Never made great friends. I knew. Right, okay. I can't set up a hard line here for kind of same reason. Yeah, I mean, if my computer, basically, if I had my own place, basically, my computer would likely be, or the router, the router will probably be, well, basically, let me try that again. The router and the main computer will probably be in the same room if it was my own place, my own house, which would be a lot easier to run a hardline connection to and from the router to the computer. It would be a lot easier, more simple, and not as expensive to deal with. But unfortunately, this isn't my house. This is my mum and dad's house, and the computer is in my room. The main router is downstairs, because that obviously it's connected to the TV and everything, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, so it's not really an option, unfortunately, until I get my own place, and then I can probably eventually probably sort that out myself. Ninja, I am limited to what I can add to the house where I live. It is a historical site. Oh, right, okay. And I have to get approval for adding things. Sadly, I'm limited to wireless. Right, I see. Interesting. It is a 118-year-old Victorian, which is nice, but it is a money pit. Bloody hell. Nice one. Yeah, I couldn't completely understand it as a money pit, because 118 years old Victorian house. Wow. That it must be a beautiful house. I remember one time, I can't remember where we was, but I remember walking around a proper Tudor house. I don't know if it was with school on like a school trip or something, but we went somewhere, and it was they made it into like a museum, which was kind of like a Shakespeare kind of thing, talking about that time, the Tudor times, basically. And we walked through, and the old oak beams, like the beautiful beams, and how Tudor houses were designed, and it was a really beautiful place inside. Of course, Victorian houses are different to Tudor. I completely agree with that. But yeah, I am a big fan of old architecture, old buildings, old houses, churches. I'm not religious. And I'm not saying that because I'm not religious, and I respect anybody that's currently watching the stream if they're religious, I don't mean any disrespect. Everyone has the right to follow whatever faith they want to follow, etc. But me personally, I'm not, and but I still with saying that, I really do love old buildings, churches, cathedrals, things of that nature. They are incredible. And that guy's going. So yeah, I really do love old buildings. Zepticon King, one shall stand, one shall fall. Why throw away your life so recklessly? That's a question you should ask yourself, Megatron. Ninja Bill. Ooh, that was pretty. Pretty cool. Zepticon Queen. There's a proper Tudor house in Stafford. They set it out as a museum place. It's called the Ancient High House. There's also a church from the 11th century. Incredible. Fantastic. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I do love my history. Ever since being a little kid, my favourite subjects at school was history because, ancient history. I'm not talking about just anything that happened maybe about 50 or 60 years ago to 100 years ago. I'm talking ancient history. So like Romans, the Roman Empire, the Egyptians, the pyramids, pharaohs, the Anglo-Saxons, the Vikings, things of that nature. That kind of history, I was fascinated with that stuff when I was a kid, and I still am. And also stuff to do with dinosaurs, because that is ancient. That's like the beginning of like the evolution of the life on this planet. So I was really, really interested in that stuff as well. But no, I just I love anything to do with history, and I love old buildings. I just love it, and I love nature as well. I love seeing animals in their natural habitats. I love seeing greenery and beautiful pastures and things of that nature. I really do love all that kind of stuff as well. Ninja, I live in Iowa though. No Tudors here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Tudor was a British thing, I believe. Yes. Wow, Iowa. So yeah, nice one. Very cool. To be fair though, Stafford has some pretty awesome historical landmarks. The old moat and Bailey, is it Bailey? Yep. And even an old lock preserved from the wall that used to surround the town. Nice one. There's quite a lot of history here where I live in Hull. Where I live in Hull in the UK, we are known for we are famous for our fishing heritage and our maritime history. There's been some very shameful things where there was a lot of people that hunted whales. There was a history of a lot of mariners. There we go. A lot of people that back in the time when they used to hunt whales, back in like the Victorian period or even later. And so there was a history with that. We actually have a museum here called the Maritime Museum, and it goes through all the history and fossils of things that have been found in regards to our area. But yeah, we were known for our fishing heritage, deep sea fishing. My granddad, who passed away last year, he was a fisherman, deep sea fisherman. And the whole fishing heritage is just like interwoven in the DNA of Hull and Hessel, where I'm from. There was a massive thing back in my grandparents' time when my granddad was actually being a fisherman. There was a big thing where the fishermen when they came back home, they were literally they treat things as if there was a celebrity. They just went out and they partied with their wives, with their girlfriends or whatever. They just partied the night away, and dressed up to the nines, and it was just a bigger thing back then. That's just how it was back in my grandparents' day when they were younger. And but yeah, it was there's a lot of history here, like the architecture and everything. The buildings a lot of the buildings are Victorian, like limestone construction. I don't believe we have any Tudor houses or any Tudor buildings in Hull. I don't believe so. I could be wrong with that, but a lot of the old historical buildings were destroyed during World War II, because Hull was literally leveled during World War II, and it's not spoken that much about because it's overshadowed with what happened in London and other places like the bigger cities. But Hull was practically leveled because we were one of the most busiest and most crucial ports. Hull Port is like one of the most crucial things. So much stuff comes in and out of our port, and because of that, and and also food coming in and out on like fish and things like that, we were a massive target for the Germans or the Nazis or whatever, or the pilots coming over, and they just literally just leveled us. They just dropped so many bombs over us during that time. So luckily, a lot of the buildings that are still here luckily did survive, but there was some of them that were rebuilt after the war, and there was some that are still standing that are the original articles, but a lot of it was just leveled. So Hull is massively different to how it used to look when it comes to what happened after the war and everything due to that. Where are we? Decepticon Queen. Although Redditch does have some pretty cool things too, like the old monetary ruins and the Forge Hill Needle Museum. Interesting. Ninja Bill reviews. I think I may have seen that on Time Team video. Yeah, you might have done. There has been. Time Team have done some specials that have been in my area in Hull. And also, so I believe I remember that there was a special where they did one pretty close by, or in our area. Oh, I love Time Team. I miss Time Team. I'm a big fan of archaeology as well. Like digging up the past, digging up the history. I'm a big fan of that stuff as well, and I miss Time Team. I used to watch that. My mum and dad, I used to drive them crazy because I don't know what it is, but my mum and dad just did not enjoy Time Team. I don't know why. They just didn't like it. I don't know what that problem was. I think it was because a couple of them were very excitable whenever they dug up anything, like a little bit of pottery or anything like that, a bit of pot. Or something like that, something very mediocre, and they would lose their minds whenever they found out. But I was like, yeah, but that's the whole idea. They've just found something that's been covered over for who knows how many years, and yeah, it is a great thrill for them and for anyone watching this that they actually found something. Yeah, it might just be a bit of old plate or an old bowl or something, but it's history. That they just couldn't get their heads around that. But no, I used to love Time Team, and I would absolutely love Time Team to come back. I don't think it will, but it was on it was on. They might do like a one-off special where they do like a big dig. There has been a couple of specials over the past couple of years or so where it is basically the Time Team people, but they've just renamed the show or renamed the special. But it's basically just them, and it's just like a big dig, like a massive investigation, probably surrounding something that happened, like maybe the D-Day landings or something of that nature. So they're basically it's like something very special. So there has been a couple of special things like that they've been a part of. But as far as the show's concerned, unfortunately, it's no longer here. That's sad. Yeah, that's what I said. I think in regards to Hull being bombed, but yeah, it was terrible. Really, when you look back on it. Queen, there's a lot of history in England, and sadly, there's not as much appreciation of it. No, I completely agree with that. I have a lot of respect for people that try to find ways to keep old buildings and the history alive. Like, it might sound daft of me. It might sound daft of me saying this. All right, it might sound daft with me saying this. But basically, something as simple as an old building, like something from the Victorian period or maybe earlier. Something as simple as maybe putting a shop in there or a store or maybe a little shopping centre or a shopping precinct, as we call them as well, which are like a really small minor version of a shopping centre. So you could have a shopping precinct that built into this thing, or a coffee house or something like that, or a bar, things of that nature. Because a lot of the buildings, a lot of the historical buildings in Hull have been like they've made them into a bar, or they've made them into a coffee house or something like that. And I think that's a good way to keep the history alive, because they're using it for something and keeping it open rather than being closed or demolished. So I really agree with the idea of trying to keep the history alive of some place. And England has an incredible amount of history. I mean, we go back a long time. We go back to long before the pagan religion. Google pagan religion if you don't know what I'm talking about. But the true religion, or the true thing that us Britons or whatever believed in, was something was we were pagans basically at one point. And then obviously when the Christian church and all that kind of stuff came about, and the Catholic church and all the different people from Rome and from other countries, they tried to force their religions on other people. So that's why we ended up with Catholic Church and with the Christian Church and things like that, the Church of England or whatever. So we had all that happened over the years, but we was originally we're known as pagans originally. Which is going back a long time, probably a good, I don't know, a long time. But yeah, basically England as a country, we go back a long, long time. I mean, we've got where I live in Hessel, the history goes back to the Viking times with our little area. Originally, where I live, it used to be known as basically just farmland. Basically, it was just a farming community, a load of farming land. And where my street, a lot of the houses, they were actually used to store hay. And obviously, a lot in this area, it would be where a lot of the farmers would live in their houses and things. So basically, back in the Viking period, Vikings actually came to our bit of England came here, settled here, and they named Hessel Hayes, Haze, Hayes, which is I can't remember what that means or what that means, but anyways, but where I live, it used to be called Hayes. That's what the Vikings called it, and it was just a village, just a village settlement that when the Vikings came. And then obviously it was renamed as Hessel later on, but we've got an old church here as well, and that was there at that time. That church was there when the Vikings came, apparently. So that's been there it's probably one of the oldest churches in England. It goes back a long time, our church. I need to find out exactly how far it goes back, but it is medieval construction. It looks medieval in the construction of it, but I generally think it is older than medieval. I think it's obviously with the Vikings, it would be a little bit older than that. Obviously, I think, but yeah, interesting stuff. Subsequent King, Sword London. John represents Hull. Oh yeah. Ground Force. Oh yeah, Ground Force. Yeah, yeah. Ninja Bill. The state's history is mostly of a couple of Indian tribes, of which the I believe. Sorry if I'm messing this up. Is it Sioux was here, and I am Sioux. I apologize if I've messed that up. I really do apologize. I am of Sioux or something of Sioux. Subsequent Queen. I love watching historical documentaries on YouTube. I've also always been in a steam locomotive, ships, and historical science. Nice one. Oh, excuse me. It's really coming down out there now. Just pissing it down. Lovely. Yeah, I love watching documentaries as well. I really love watching documentaries, and I love steam trains. Anything like that is really cool. Sue. Is that how you pronounce it? Sue? S-U-U? Sue? Interesting. People tend to get it wrong, yeah. And I was one of them. I apologize. Subsequent King, did you know that David Dickinson is actually a convict? No, I didn't actually. Know that. Ninja again. Got a jet. What a great stream. Had no idea you had some of the same interests as a historical speaking, aside from Transformers. Thank you very much. Yeah, I love anything to do with that stuff. I don't speak of anything like that on the channel, mostly because it doesn't really relate well to the whole idea of Transformers, does it? Being a Transformers reviewer. But no, I do have a massive interest in history. But yeah, thank you very much for joining the stream, and thank you very much for thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening. So then, it's really coming down now. Hopefully it'll cool down a little bit. But yeah, it feels good to get back on, even though I had a slight hiccup with the connection. But hopefully it'll, touch wood, it'll keep going until I decide to finish the stream. But it feels good to get back on here. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. It's the first one doing one via StreamYard on this channel. Which I was actually surprised of. I thought I'd already done one on this channel before, but obviously I haven't, because I had to set it all up and use a code to get into it, and I don't have to do that as much on my vlog channel. But no, it feels good to get back on here and have a little chat while I can. I miss these. I really enjoy doing these. Live chat streams. Don't know why, but my glasses always seem slanted. I think I've got odd ears, so my glasses always look like they're frigging crooked. So, how's everybody doing in this chat then that's still here? How's Jason, Wendy, Decepticon Queen, Decepticon King? How have you been? What you been up to? Have you bought any new Transformers? Have you bought anything interesting? Have you been watching anything recently? What you've been watching? Let me know. Let's keep the conversation going for a little bit longer. I apologise if you can hear any music in the background. My dad's decided to put some of his old music on, so it's thumping through the floorboards here, so it might come over the webcam. So I'm hoping that I won't get picked up for copyright strikes. King, we've been watching Naruto. Nice one. I need to carry on with Shippuden. I've watched all of Naruto, the original series, and I've only got one season on box set. I'm not going to buy any more Naruto on box set because it's ridiculous of the length of both seasons or both series. It's like ridiculous and too long, and I don't have enough room for the entire thing. But at some point, I'm going to have to. At some point, I'm definitely going to have to continue with Shippuden. I actually prefer Shippuden, but I want to watch it without the filler. Basically, what I'm planning on doing is I need to finish or catch up with a series called Bleach. I need to finish a series called Bleach. Apparently they're meant to be bringing the anime back. They're meant to be finally animating the final arc for Bleach, and apparently the manga's going to be coming back as well. So I've heard. I don't know how true that is, but they are certainly it is confirmed they are making a new series, a new anime, which is basically they're finally doing the final arc. So basically, what I'm planning on doing is I want to drop the filler arcs for Bleach, and I want to kind of watch the actual main story. I've found out. Excuse me. I've found out exactly the episodes and what to skip, so I can just watch it from start to finish again. But the actual main seasons, that's the main story. So I'm going to do that at some point and get caught up with Bleach so that I'm ready for the new stuff that comes out maybe in the next year or two. And then I'm going to do the same with Naruto. I'm not going to watch the original series again. Or I might do. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Naruto gets a lot of bad rap from anime fans. A lot of people don't like it, but the main reason people don't really like the main reason why a lot of people hate on Naruto is because of the massive majority of filler, basically. Because you're watching the series, and then all of a sudden you're getting into the story, then all of a sudden this random episode just comes on, and it's like a completely separate mission, and it's not part of the main continuity of the story, and it throws you off. And Shippuden is notorious for filler. There's a lot of filler. So if you take out the filler for both the original Naruto and Shippuden, it wouldn't be very long. It would probably be like nowhere near as long as it actually is. But I'm actually thinking of doing that sometime because I want to check out the main story, and also there's some movies as well that are part of the canon of the continuity of the series as well, which all plays into it. But I'm planning on doing that at some point in the future. Setsukan King staying cool as well as we can. It's that warm. It is very warm at the moment. Bankai! Setsukan Queen. Last purchase was a Studio 86 Jazz. Needed to cheer myself up as had some issues after having a wisdom tooth pulled, and it didn't come out easily, leaving most of the root, and it's caused issues. Oh dear. I hope things work out better with that. So bought Jazz as a treat. Nice one. Jazz, we are not getting away. Yeah. But yeah, nice one. You've got to cheer yourself up now and again and treat yourself. Yeah, I've not bought any new Transformers for a while. The last one I picked up or received was Kingdom Galvatron, I believe. I think that was the last one that arrived. But yeah, I want to get some more. I've had to cancel a couple of orders because I need to get on top of my money. My finances are a little bit shit at the moment. But now I'm finally in a proper job, and once I'm in there, and hopefully things work out in there, and start earning the money, and I understand when I will get paid each month and things of that nature, then yeah, hopefully I can get all that sorted out, and I can start treating myself and buy the odd figure here and there again. But yeah, I've cancelled a couple of orders that I made. I did put an order in, or I backed the new Victory Saber figure that Hasbro are going to be doing, or Hasbro Pulse are doing. And I originally backed it, and then I've actually cancelled it now. So because I know that's not going to come out until October, but it is a lot of money at the moment, and I thought, you know what, I can't. Hopefully, I might be able to put another order in before. If it does get picked up, I'm hoping I can hopefully put another order in eventually. But no, at the moment I can't really afford to do that at the minute. So I've cancelled a couple of orders that I had, pre-orders that I had. Zetscon King, what are you watching on Disney Plus? I've been watching a lot of The Simpsons. I've been watching The Simpsons right from the beginning. I'm currently on season 5. So I've been watching a few episodes of that. I've been watching a couple of films on there that are part of the Star package. And then, yeah, so I've been watching a little bit of anything. I watched Toy Story 2 yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, when was that? What did I watch? I think it was... Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was. Yesterday I watched Toy Story 2 because so I watched that. So yeah, I've just been watching a little bit of this, that, and the other, and then I'm currently watching some stuff on Netflix as well. Currently watching some documentaries that are based on American football. I know this isn't going to be up everybody's. Not everybody's going to be interested in that kind of stuff because not everybody's interested in sport. But yeah, I mean, I'm currently watching a couple of documentaries on Netflix that are centered around college football, American football teams obviously in America, and basically kind of like the issues that they're coming across and trying to win games and get their lives on track and things of that nature. So I've been watching some of that. And then, but yeah, so that's basically what I've been watching at the moment, and I've been watching some YouTube as well, getting caught up on people I'm subscribed to. So yeah, so just been chilling out today. As I said earlier, today's a day off. Tomorrow's my last day. Then I'm at a family wedding at the weekend. At a family wedding, my cousin, my dad's brother's daughter, my cousin, she's getting married on Saturday. So we're all going down there. We're going to, if it's in Gainsborough. So me, my mum, and my dad. Sorry, not my mum. My dad, Jackie, and me, my dad's girlfriend. We're all going down there for the wedding for the weekend and coming home on the Sunday. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Staying over the night in a hotel, which is going to be pretty interesting because I've not stepped foot in a hotel for 2 years. Because usually the other time of year I go in a hotel, it's usually TF Nation. So it's going to be interesting to be in a hotel. So that's going to be pretty interesting. With it being a wedding, hopefully there'll be plenty of booze all around. I might actually kind of be a bit sneaky. I might see if I can find a hip flask or two. I think I've got one somewhere, a hip flask, and I might kind of like take myself something and keep it in the room and just kind of like have a kind of a little extra. So we'll see. My dad's turned up the frigging music again really loud, so I apologise if we can hear the music coming through. Where are we? Tetsucon King. Star Saber wet his bed as a baby, but makes me laugh. Let's see go. I've been watching cop shows. Okay. Traffic cops and police interceptors. Yeah, I used to watch the Interceptors one a lot when I was. I used to like Police Camera Action. Does anybody remember that? Police Camera Action. I used to really enjoy that when I was a kid. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind watching them now and again. They get a little bit generic, a little bit boring, a bit samey, I believe, if you watch them too much. But if it's something you like to watch, then go for it. But yeah, I watch them now and again. Police Squad, yeah. Dee dee doo doo, dee dee doo doo dee doo dee. So yeah, don't really know what more I can really talk about, to be honest. I'm probably going to be on for another 10 minutes, then I probably might bring it to an end because my dad's going to be talking with his girlfriend at 8 o'clock. So I'll have to come off because my dad will be wanting to have a bit of privacy while he talks to her. So, but yeah, so I'll give it another 10 minutes. That'll bring us to 7:30. Oh, just a minute. Just a minute, I'm getting a phone call, but I'll give him a ring back in a second. Wendy hasn't seen Police Squad. Wendy! I'm joking. But yeah, definitely do that. Sort it out. Spy Hard, yeah, I watched that on Disney Plus. It's currently on there at the moment. So I watched that yesterday or the day before. Great film, very funny. My favourite for Leslie Nielsen, or what? Yeah, Leslie Nielsen. My favourite is the Naked Gun films. Because obviously, the Naked Gun films are what really made him a household name. But the Naked Gun films, all three of them are just incredibly funny. I love them. But yeah, I watched Spy Hard. I've seen Police Squad, which is obviously Police Squad is. That's what the Naked Gun kind of became. I believe Police Squad and Naked Gun are kind of affiliated with one another. But yeah, so I really love his stuff. I really love that guy. He's so cool, so funny. But yeah, like I was saying, 10 minutes, guys, 7:30. I'm going to come to an end on the stream. We've been on for over an hour now, even though there was a slight hiccup with the connection, but like I say, but I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my evening. I'm going to have to see about getting a little bit of sleep, hopefully, if I can, or I might just not bother, seeing as I'm not working. I'm in tomorrow, obviously, but once I finish tomorrow, I'm not working until Monday when I've got to go to my new job. So, and obviously, I know I've got the wedding and everything, but I should be able to get my head down okay on when I get home from work at some point, so it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, Should be good. Should be fine. How are cats? They are doing good. They're doing great. They're little sods. Socks, she murdered a couple of, well, she didn't murder, but I know. She killed a couple of butterflies just today. Give me a minute. Unfortunately, Socks, she killed a couple of butterflies today. So, butterflies. But no, they're both doing good. They're both doing fine. But yeah, they're doing good. They're doing good. Oh shit. Just getting a phone call from someone. I'll give them a ring back in a minute. Poor butterflies. Evil Socks. I know. Poor little thing. Do-ba-do-do. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the evening. Don't know whether to watch a film or what. I don't know yet. Play it by ear. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what to do. What to watch. I mean, I'm subscribed to Disney Plus, Netflix, and Amazon Prime. I've got all those, and I just don't know what to watch. I know I'm constantly scrolling through them all, and I just can't really. And I've seen that already. Yes, I love that film, but it's kind of like trying to really find something interesting to watch. It's really difficult. I mean, Disney Plus is fantastic. A lot of nostalgic stuff on there, but it's just kind of like I've made my way through quite a lot on there already. But yeah. Just pop a drink, kick back. Yes. I'll be doing that probably tomorrow. Probably have a couple of beers, I think. I've not been drinking at all. I've not had anything to drink at all for a couple of days or so, 2 or 3 days. So I'm just I might see probably tomorrow at some point, probably in the evening. I might have a couple of drinks tomorrow. And then probably obviously I'm at the wedding on the Saturday, all day. Coming home on the Sunday, so I'll probably be having a couple of drinks to celebrate the wedding on Saturday. So yeah, at least that's something to do. Something to do. And then get my head around this new job. One thing that's changed in regards to my new job, I was originally in the mindset that I was having to go in at 7 a.m, but it got confirmed today that I don't have to go in until 9 a.m. So at least it's not as early. I don't have to worry too much about getting there. So it's now 9 o'clock. I have to get there, not 7. So it's not too bad, I guess. But yeah, finally got confirmed in regards to my new job today. Confirming my date, my time to go in. I don't know if that's going to be the same every day this week or if it's just for tomorrow. But obviously, they're just kind of when I go in on Monday, it's just going to be basically me being introduced to people, my co-workers, basically, and just doing whatever they ask me to do, basically, and getting things sorted out in regards to pay and things of that nature. All the necessary stuff you need to get sorted out with when it comes to a job. So I'll be getting all that sorted out. So yeah, 9 o'clock, 9 till 7. So it's not as bad as it would have been. It's not too bad. So, but yeah, I'll find everything out on Monday that hopefully I need to know, and hopefully all will go well. It's just getting used to the whole idea of, it's just getting used to the mindset of a new job, getting into that, getting used to a new place of work, all over again. So it's just getting used to all that stuff and getting used to the job itself. Because even though I have done a little bit of warehouse work before, I've not done a lot of it, but I understand what is needed of me. At the same time, it's, basically it's just storing stuff that comes through. Basically, same, not much different to what we did at my current job, basically. But obviously, I was home delivery, so we're based in the warehouse, but our job is to obviously pick the items. But I did do a little bit of odd jobs before I got my current job. I did like a non-paid placement, and basically that non-paid placement I did. Basically, I did a little bit of everything. I did shop floor, stocking the shelves. I did a little bit of helping out on the checkouts. Not many times, a couple of times. I did a couple of checkout outs out on there once or twice, and then obviously in the warehouse, going in the warehouse, getting some cages and then bringing them out and using the trolley jacks, things of that nature. So, or whatever you want to call them, the the things that what I'm on about, using all that stuff. But yeah, it should be fine. It's just getting there, getting stuck in, understanding what I need to do, what is needed of me, and things of that nature, and then I can just go from there. So hopefully everything will work out just fine, hopefully. So then, guys, we are coming up to 2 minutes left of the stream. So I just want to say a massive thank you to those that to anybody that just joined in, to say hello, or just was watching and didn't get involved in the comments. That's all cool, but thank you very much for at least watching, at least. So I want to say a big thanks to Decepticon King, Decepticon Queen again, and of course to Ninja Bill Reviews. Big thank you to him for joining me today. So thank you very much indeed. So I apologise for cutting it a little bit short tonight, but like I say, I can't go much later, to be honest. But and I need to ring back that guy that rung me. So, but yeah, so we'll stay awesome, everybody. Stay safe. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. It has been a great stream as always. It's been nice to just catch up with people and talk and do a stream, which I've, for the first time in ages. It feels like ages. I don't think I've done a live stream in about at least 3 weeks. But thank you very, very much indeed for joining me today. And yeah, so that's that, people. So thank you very much indeed. So see you all soon. Bye-bye to Decepticon King, Decepticon Queen, and thanks again to Ninja Bill Reviews. Thank you very much for joining me. And stay awesome, stay safe, and I'll be back very soon with another stream very, very soon. So, bye-bye. See you guys.